everybody, it's Stephanie with Double B Homestead. Back with my garden plan for 2016. I know it was my intention of having this uploaded last week. Ran into some technical difficulties with my camera. I'm using my phone right now. I'm trying to find a better system, but it kept glitching. I had this recorded and it was glitching, and like I couldn't get it to upload to the movie maker to upload to YouTube. So anyway, so here we go. We have three gardening beds that we use. This year I did gain two more raised beds because we took down part of a large lower deck on the back of our home that we don't use and turned that into a patio, and then used the frame of that to make these two larger beds. And then maybe this year I'll get yet another one out. Depends on how the weather goes and everything, with if we can construct another one. But this is what I've got set so far. I'll show you the two beds first. This one is the smaller of the two. It's 2 foot wide by 5 foot long. And this is going to be basically my greens, as you can tell. My lettuces, like leaf lettuces and spinach. And then I think I'm going to put some Asian greens in here. I did order some of the heirloom seeds, so I'm going to try those this year. I haven't grown those before. So that's one of the little short and simple one. This is another, let me zoom out here a little bit. This is the other bed, and it's 8 foot long by 2 foot wide. And this is going to be my herb bed. It's my garlic, parsley, dill, cilantro, all that stuff. Garlic I'm going to overwinter for next year, obviously. There's some celery in there. It's not technically an herb, but. And then I have 4 empty, spaces here that I always end up finding something else after I've started that I want to try, so it gives me a little bit of space there for it. So those are the two raised beds. And then this bed is 6 foot wide by 16 foot long, and our chicken run is right here. So it's I don't think it's quite 6 foot wide. I figure it, to be about 5 foot wide. I always leave a gap between the last row I plant and the chicken run, so they don't poke their little heads through and get things I don't want them to get, because they have a history of doing that. First year I planted in here and we had chickens, didn't think that through, so I lost some produce to them. So our house sits right here. We have an upper deck that's here, and then the landing to get down into our yard is right here. So there's a staircase here. So this is our strawberry bed, and it's about 2 foot wide. We didn't build that ourselves, so I'm not exactly sure of the measurements. I've never measured it. We did transplant our strawberries up there, but the people that we bought the home from had already had a bed of sorts made there. So our strawberries we got a lot last year. They're actually overflowing and coming out underneath the stairs and along the sides of the path, the path here along the garden. So I think we're going to end up making another bed someplace else for them also, since they're growing so well. We might as well use them, and if we can beat the chipmunks to them. That's our biggest predator with our strawberries, is the chipmunks. But anyway, so in this bed is going to be primarily my Amish paste tomatoes. I love growing these for like my ketchup, barbecue sauce, pizza sauce. I can a lot of pizza sauce, spaghetti sauce, that type of thing. Not a huge fresh tomato eater. My husband eats some, so we'll have a couple plants of like cherry tomatoes and that in other spots in the garden. So, and then moving along. In this bed we have our zucchini, pie pumpkins, and my watermelon. And I like growing any of my vining plants in this bed if I can, because what I do is I do feed the ends through into the chicken run, and then that way they can help me control the length of the vines by eating off the ends of them, and then I don't have to worry about the plant putting too much energy into growing that vine, and they put more into producing the fruit. So anyway, so that's that bed. Okay, so now we'll move on to the larger bed. This bed is 16 foot long or wide by 20 foot long. It sets, this is the path, the stairs that come from my house, so this is on across from this, the smaller bed. So in this one, let me zoom in a little bit on it. Let's see. So I've got, these are going to be walking spaces. So they're about 2 foot wide. I have 3 rows of my green arrow peas, and they'll be trellised. And my green beans, I have the black Valentine green beans that I'm doing. And then I have my broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots, and then my pickling cucumbers. And I only have 2 of the salad cucumbers because I'm the only one that likes fresh cucumbers in the house, so I don't need that many of them. Then we have 4 rows of sweet corn. We grew this sweet corn up here not 2 years ago. And I grew it when I was doing the 4x4 plantings, and it grew very well. We've tried it in our larger back garden area and not had very good results with it. So, hoping that, we get the same results as we did a couple years ago there. Trying some of the strawberry popcorn here, a couple rows of that, see how that goes. I tried that last year in the back garden. Again, there must be something in that back garden area that doesn't like the corn, but it does well with other things, plants. So, but anyway, so we're going to try that up here, just 2 rows of that. A row of my pinto beans, and a row of red beans, which I'm not sure exactly yet what variety I'm going to do. I'll have to plan that out yet. And then we have rutabaga, onions, my green onions, and then cabbage. My cabbage will be a mixture of late and early cabbage so that I get a variety throughout the year and not get a ton of them at one time and not be able to use them. Then we have sweet peppers, like our red peppers, maybe some green peppers. We actually like doing the red peppers better. Hot peppers will be a mixture of jalapenos, habanero, chili peppers, that sort of thing. My banana peppers, I might end up putting in another row of banana peppers because I love to can these. I love banana peppers on everything. That's one of my downfalls. And then I'm going to have a row of head lettuce. So we have some kale down here. And then 2 rows of sunflowers. We have our hens that, we like to give it to as a treat sometimes. I have a cockatiel that I like to give it to as a treat. And then we feed the birds in the area. All the cardinals and everything knows to come to our house. Because my husband loves to build the bird houses and feed all the birds. So anyway, so that's those 2 beds that I have planned. We have a large bed, like I said earlier, in the back of our property, and it's 16 by 36 foot long. It's the larger bed, but it also gets less sun, so I don't plant as much stuff back there typically. Like green beans and stuff do really good back there, so I might put in another row of green beans. I'm going to put my potatoes back there. I did a couple rows last year as a test back there, and they did really well. So I will be putting those back there, and I might put like maybe a few other tomato plants back there. We do have one area of it that's about a 9 by 9 raised area. Or that might be where we put the other strawberry plants. I'm not sure yet what we're doing with that. But anyway, I didn't draw that up because it's pretty much just potatoes and then a few other things that, whatever I decide to put back there. I will be doing videos as we get to the point where we're, actually planting stuff and harvesting and all that fun stuff. It's February here in Michigan. We don't have any snow on the ground right now because we actually have had a really weird warming trend, and it's pretty much all melted, but it'll be back. We have no doubt. So I'm going to put out a video here in a couple days. I'll be starting some of my seeds, like for my celery and some of the onions and stuff that I'm starting from seed that takes a little bit longer. And some early, like the cool weather crops. We're going to actually probably turn one of those raised beds. My husband is messing around building a cover for this to turn it into a cold frame. So anyway, so that's a little bit about what we're doing this year in the garden area. Be sure to watch for garden updates, videos on the plantings and all that stuff. Like I said earlier, I'll be putting that out as we get to it. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching.